this is going to be the first part in our journey to Philly. So for reference, if you've been following our podcast for a little bit of time now, you know that we live on the complete opposite end of the state as Philadelphia. So it's going to be about a 7-ish hour drive. So right now the time is currently 5:17 a.m. We are waiting on Hybrid to pull up to our drive, and then we're going to start the first part of our journey. I don't know if the sounds are overpowering me talking, but there's a lot of wildlife. It's birds, bugs, and everything making noises, but that's what makes Pennsylvania mornings so much fun in my opinion. So we've come across at a truck stop really quick something kind of interesting. So they have obviously wall with energy drinks and all that too, but let me show you this. So it has body armor with a free banana. But my question is, what is not selling well, the body armor or the bananas? I guess we'll never know. And just like that, we are finally at our hotel for FanExpo, and we are super excited to start off the day tomorrow. So let's actually get to the part of the vlog that you came here for. All right, everybody, we have finally made it to FanExpo Philly. This is the moment that y'all have been waiting for. So let's get right into the con. A lot of things that we're excited to hit today. We have a scheduled autograph with Brendan Wayne, gonna check out some cosplay, gonna check out some toys, and just everything else that the con has to offer. I am super excited, so let's go right now so I don't waste your time. So something I'm really excited to show off, or I should say he is excited to show off, is my dad has been working on a suit for the 501st Legion for some time now. Now he is debuting it at the con and really just doing a mobility test, but let me turn the camera around for that. There it is. So it is a Mandalorian from Clone Wars Season 3. This specific appearance is based off of the event where Obi-Wan takes that Mandalorian's armor. So that's why I'll kind of do a little bit of a close-up here. It's got some blue dings because when they end up converting to Mandalorians, they just paint over their regular Loyalist armor. So it looks super freaking cool, and I hope everybody else at the con loves it. We are moving in the line. I'm going to turn it around. So this is behind me for scale for people behind me. This is people in front of me. There are a lot of people here, which is really cool though. Okay, so we have entered in the con already. I'm gonna be honest, the only other Fan Expo I've ever been to is Cleveland, and this is gigantic. There is so much stuff here. So first on the list for today is going to be checking out the autographs area because we are going to get a signature from Brendan Wayne, and I am super, super stoked to be able to do that later. So we're going to make sure we get there all right. All right, so first up on the list, like I mentioned, I don't know how well you'll be able to see the sign, but we are going to check out Brendan Wayne. Now, for those of you who may not know, Brendan Wayne basically is the Mandalorian. He is in the suit most of the time doing the gun stunts. It is him, and then Lateef Crowder is the other gentleman who also plays in the Mandalorian suit. He does a lot of the fighting stunts. But what I'm gonna get signed today is just an original Redbox Mandalorian, since this is the OG, and this is a lot of what Brendan was doing too, which I'm super stoked about. And then for my dad, he's gonna get the first edition Mandalorian sign. So again, we are very, very stoked to be able to meet him. So as soon as he comes out, we're like third in line. So I'm like, yes. So while we are waiting in line still, just to show off the sheer scale of this like venue area. So what I'm standing in right now is part one of the signature. They have an identical one of this right next to us. So let me turn the camera around. So this is where we are for Brendan Wayne. You got the whole area here. Then you got a whole set of a line there. You got really big people like Daphne Keane, David Tennant, and such. It goes all the way out here, and then there's another one on the other side. So again, just comparing this really quick to Cleveland, because that was the only other Fan Expo I've ever been to, it's like double the size. And there's like almost double the people here as well, which I'm like, whoa, this is great.
That's hilarious. That was my first John Wayne movie that I remember watching.
All right, so y'all just probably saw the Metacam perspective of Brendan Wayne, but we just finished up being in his line. He was so nice. Like, I can literally not say enough good things about him. He was so kind, shook our hand, just wanted to talk for a while with us too, and it was an amazing experience. Loved my dad's armor, so I'm very excited about that. I'll show you what I got really quick, which is the first edition Mando, and then my own regular original Black Series Mando signed. So now is the unglamorous part where I gotta walk around with this and wait for the ink to dry before I put it away. But like I said at the beginning, we are here to check out vendors, we are here for cosplay, we're here for a lot of things. So we're gonna hit the floor and go check out some stuff. So stay tuned for even more. So here's kind of an interesting bit. So this 501st section over here has a battle droid to scale. Now I'm gonna have Hybrid hold my camera for just a second with one of his hands. Now I'm 6'1". If this is how tall these things are in the Star Wars universe, I can see why people are definitely afraid of them. They're really freaking tall. In my opinion, this is a leap of knowledge. I'm an absolute fan of this game. There is a booth that has like 3D video game art. They got Castle Crashers. Castle Crashers has to be one of the, it's a top 3 game of all time for me. If your homies don't mess with it, then they're not real friends. Joe's got the I got spurs that may go jingle jangle fit. Now, as we finally get out of the Artist Alley section and some of the other booths, we are making our way now to one of our favorite parts of a convention, the toys. God help my wallet. Kind of Star Wars just figure history in general. If you're tuning into my channel day by day and watch me do daily Black Series figure reviews for the Red Box, just want to remind y'all that for the vintage collection at one point, they made it like little tiny, like that one, which is kind of funny. At least I'll turn the camera around. But yeah, they had all the TVC ones in a Black Series box like this, but they were just smaller. So now for us in the future, it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. You really got to look at it when you buy it online and make sure, okay, is it the 6-inch or the 3 3/4 scale one? It would really ruin my wallet if somebody at this convention has a crosshair. That would be the death of me. All right, we are back at the car right now. We are getting my dad out of that Mando suit. We're gonna grab some food real quick and then go back into the con one more time to check some stuff out. And I also gotta record these hot takes. So yeah, we're hungry. I want food. All right, we finished up our very delicious lunch at the Reading Market, and now we are back at the con. I'm gonna start getting this hot takes video ripping, see what awesome footage I can get for that, and just anything else that I missed when I was at the con. So let's get back into it. Okay, just got my first pickup of the day. Low-key, everybody, gotta be honest, I'm going to abandon the hot takes video portion of this. There's just a lot of people here, and it's really crowded, so I can't really get into, just like that. Can't really get into some good space without running into everyone, so we're gonna just dox that and then keep exploring the floor for right now until we go. We just left the con for the day, and we are about to head back to the car. But before we do so, Harbor needs a sweet little drink, so we are stopping by the one and only, let me move it up, Tradarius Joe's. So, oops. So quick intermission actually from the road trip home. We were driving and at an intersection and we said, oh wait, there's a Disney outlet store at this random place outside of Philly. So we are gonna go inside and check it out for any Star Wars stuff. Oh nice. They got a lot of the May 4th stuff. They got the tote and shirts. That's actually pretty cool. So the Disney store actually had some bangers. I'm gonna show you what I got when I end up getting home, but the current time is 6:56. I'm gonna probably get back in Erie at about midnight. We have 6-ish hours to go on the trip, so follow us home. Hey everybody, so we finally made it back home in Erie. The time is 1:15 in the morning. Let me do a quick jump forward in time so that I can show you everything that I got and then talk about FanExpo because I'm exhausted. So let me sleep first and then give you some good thoughts on that. Alrighty, so now that it is the next morning and I've finally had some rest after that very, very long drive, I want to show you guys some of my pickups from the convention first, and then I'm going to talk about kind of just like my overall thoughts. So the coolest pickup that we were able to get, obviously, that you all saw on the vlog, was our Brandon Wayne signature. So this one is mine here in the classic red box. I have him signing, saying, "This is the way." And then I'll grab this one too. This one is for my dad. My dad really wanted to get the white box Mando sign, and he got it in that nice red too, with the "This is the way." But Brendan Wayne was so, so awesome to talk to. It was just like an absolute pleasure. Like, I cannot speak very well on that right now just because I'm like, oh my gosh, like he was so great to see. So love you, Brendan Wayne. Thank you so much for everything. And then for the other two things that I bought, let me get them out of the bag that I have over here. So if you are an avid Star Wars collector in general, you will know the name Yak Face. Yak Face is a person that provides us basically all of our information about Black Series figures and vintage collection and all Star Wars products coming out, and without him, we wouldn't have any knowledge of the sort. And so I thought it was really funny that I saw Toy Booth selling the Yak Face action figure from Return of the Jedi, and for the $15 price point, I just couldn't pass that up. So maybe this is something I would like to get signed by Yak one day, because that would be really cool to have the GOAT sign his own figure, but I digress. So that was my first pickup. Let me put that to the side. And then the last one, I saw these in Celebration Japan and I passed on it. Then my brother and his fiance started buying them, so I was like, I should get this. Like, these are cute and these are fun. So I have the Ewok Cosby collection. So if you don't know what these are, it's literally a Star Wars Labubu. Like, you can get all these different kinds of Ewoks on here, and then on here, and they have like a little bag charm and they clip to your bags, and I think that they're cute and they're fun. So I'm going to open that right now with you live on the cam, live, because I'll be able to see what I get in real time. You let me get the top part open here. Yeah, these were the Hot Toy, not the Hot Toy, the Hot Toy Sideshow booth at Celebration. And I was like, I just didn't get it. But, all right. We got it right here, everyone. Let me see what I get. Just trying to see if there's like a good tearaway thing. I got this one. I don't know what their name is. Oh, but it's cute. It's got its little key tag. Let me look at the box. This is Ka Ink. It's this one right here. But yeah, that's really cute. I'm gonna throw that on my bag for work because I think it's funny to have like the Star Wars Labubus. It's got the acrylic face. I'll tap on that so you can hear. All right, but let me get into some of my thoughts on the con. So, FanExpo Philadelphia. Did I have a good time? Yes. Truthfully and honestly with you guys, I thought FanExpo Philadelphia was a blast. It was just, I mean, it was a lot of people all of the time for the con. And for reference, some of the only other cons I've really been to have been FanExpo Cleveland, Steel City Con, kind of locally to Pittsburgh, and Celebration in Japan. So Celebration in Japan was probably the most busiest con I've ever been to. It was just absolutely packed the entire time. There's about 100,000-ish people there. FanExpo Philadelphia advertised to have about 50,000-ish people. And it felt like that too, to be honest. There's a lot of people constantly all the way through. So it was just really, really cool and refreshing in a way to see a lot of like nerd culture all in one space. And I thought the venue was really, really nice too. It was gigantic. I mean, they had this, like when I showed at the beginning of the video with the signing area, it was double the size of what I've ever seen before compared to Cleveland. They had a lot more of a vendor space. It was pretty easy to access all the facilities too. So I really can't complain in that regard as well. We just went for Saturday, and I feel like I did a lot in that Saturday too. Now, truthfully, one of the harder lessons learned from this video is that if I wanted to do something like a hot mic video or any other form of content, I should have stayed there a lot longer or done like a multi-day situation. But again, we're from Erie, Pennsylvania, on the opposite side of the state from Philadelphia, and I could only afford to really get the 2 days off of work to kind of go all the way down and then all the way back because it was about a 7-hour-ish drive for us. So that's why we got back home so late yesterday, but I ain't complaining. It was, in Philadelphia, it was a great city. I feel like on the west side of Pennsylvania, we kind of have the ignorance and the bias of going, Philadelphia is an awful city. You know, there's a lot of like trash there. The people are really mean, like this, that, and the other thing. But the whole time that we were in Philly, people were extremely nice to us. We had great local food at a lot of different places. So I'm hooked. I love Philadelphia now, so what can I say? In terms of the FanExpo staff, so I wanted to give a huge, huge thank you to the FanExpo staff for giving the 1313 podcast a press badge. It really just makes me feel so humbled sometimes to think, I don't think that our channel is like the biggest by far compared to all these other people that are out there. So to be granted this with our status is like a very humbling experience. And what I didn't mention at the beginning of the video was that it had almost worked like a VIP badge. When we were in line for Brendan Wayne, there was a worker that pulled us to the side because they saw that we had the press, and they basically were like, oh yeah, you get a line skip for the signature. And we were like, whoa, what? Like, we were absolutely shocked. And then when Hybrid went to go see Daphne Keene, who is Jackie, he got the same line skip treatment, and her line was like 100 people deep. It was going to be at least an hour and some change for him to do that signature, and they put him right to the front, like right behind the person currently getting a signature. So thank you so much again, FanExpo Philadelphia staff, for giving us that ability. I certainly hope that you all enjoyed the vlog and that it was a good representation of the con and you got to feel like you were there too. Again, I had a lot of fun. I would like to go again. I would like to visit Philly again, truthfully. I just like traveling places now a lot at this point, and we're trying to go to a lot more cons. So if you want to stay connected to our channel to see all of our different con adventures and everything else that is happening, please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, join our Discord to stay the most connected to the podcast. That's where we'll type a lot of like the things that are happening, like if a video is going to go up late, or we have a new cool idea, or something that we just want to share with the community. That's what we're going to put in Discord. And then in general, we use Instagram the most for our social media. I know we have an X. We don't use it. I don't care about X that much, so that's why. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you again so much for spending the time to watch us. We hope that you have a great rest of your day, and we look forward to seeing you in the next awesome piece of 1313 content. Stay awesome. May the Force be with you.